guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So today we are talking about Shanquilla Robinson. At one point every channel was talking about her, and now it's not a lot of information out there going on. Now her family is continuing to fight for her, to get justice for her, although Mexico did request that someone be extricated back there. It at one point was said that it had happened, but it did not. The request was made, but for some reason the request has not been honored. It is said that there's a lot of red tape in that, so that's supposed to be what is going on. But Shanquilla is on our radar for a different reason. Two reasons, actually. First of all, let's talk about Mr. Jackson. Mr. Sherell Jackson is the owner of the North Carolina Beat, or at least he's the chief writer. I'm not sure if he's the owner, but I think that he is. He is a blogger. He calls himself a world-class vlogger, the best vlogger ever. And hey, you're supposed to, believe in yourself. So hey, do you love, sir? But anyway, he is out here because just recently he put up a video, and I do not have access to the original video, but it was discussed on another YouTube channel, and I definitely want to give credit to the channel that talked about it. Let me pop it up here real quick. So the channel that actually discussed the story is right here. The channel name is Martin Lewis Resurrected, and this is his actual video. Shanquilla's sister gets dragged by North Carolina Beat, and this is Mr. Jackson here. So Martin Lewis did a story, and he was talking about a video. The video, as I said, is available over on his channel. You can definitely go over there. I will put the link in the description of this video. But he was talking about Sherell Jackson, who put up a very coded video about Shanquilla's sister. Now, if you are not aware, Shanquilla's family created a nonprofit organization for people to hopefully not become victimized by things such as bullying and things of this nature. Basically, out of respect for Shanquilla. And because Mr. North Carolina Beat is the person, Mr. Jackson, who initially, I guess, talked about the Shanquilla Robinson story, I guess he felt a sense of entitlement. And he felt basically hurt. He's hurt because although he feels that he broke the story, because of the fact that Shanquilla's family now has representation by the Ben Crump law firm. This is Ben Crump here in this picture. Let's make sure you can see that. Yes. Mr. Crump is the lawyer who now represents the family, and because his company is now, or should I say law firm is now representing them, and Mr. North Carolina Beat has had a lot of negative things to say about Mr. Crump and his law firm, I guess the family kind of had to back up as far as a lot of the associations or a lot of the conversations that they had with Mr. North Carolina Beat. This right here is the actual attorney who is working with her family. But of course, Mr. Crump is always in the press conference when there's one to be had. But anyway, like I said, so the Crump law firm represents the family, and because of all the negative print that North Carolina Beat has made against, I guess, Mr. Crump and his law firm, the family kind of, I guess, the sister felt like she was caught in the middle, so she kind of, I guess, stepped back a little bit from the conversations. Not to mention, remember, Mr. Gerald Jackson of the North Carolina Beat put out some information at one point in time that it was said he had to basically take off of his um, vlog. And so I think at that time he kind of stopped talking about what had happened. Plus, I guess when Crump got involved, certain things was asked of him to not mention, and so he felt a type of way. So, because of the fact that the sister started the nonprofit, she reached out to him, but when she reached out to him, she sent him the link and asked if he, would support the event. And when she said support, she was meaning buy a ticket. Honey, he was so insulted that he was asked to buy a ticket. He literally went online and cursed her out. Yes, I said cursed her out. He talked about them from A to Z and back from Z to A. It was very distasteful. It was very disrespectful. And he says that he does not like Crump and his law firm because they are about money. Now, let's be honest. If this is your job, of course you need to make money so that you can take care of your family. That just goes without saying. So, with that being the case, obviously they need to earn a wage. And let's just be honest, when you go to the North Carolina Beat, there are so many ads. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick. I mean, you can almost, let me see if it's .net. Is it .net? I really don't go there often, so but I do know when you go to the North Carolina Beat, it's really hard. The NCB, there it is. Now this is the NCB, guys. I'm just gonna scroll down. First of all, you see, well, I don't know if you can see that down there. The whole bottom right there is an ad. Skip ad. Look at this. Those are stories. This is what happened when I hit the button. It took me to a complete ad. I don't even know how to get back to the NCB. If you hit the turn off ads, that's ads, that's ads, ads, ads. Now he fusses about the fact that um I don't even know if y'all can see that there. But I mean, he's very upset about the fact that he feels that Crump is all about money. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, there are so many ads on his um, vlog that you can barely see the stories. Like it's hard to tell the difference. So, with that being the case, I mean, it just makes it difficult for you to know um, what's an ad and what's the story. But I digress. But like I said, we're all like this story. There's ads in this story. I mean, we have to have a way to support ourselves, and with us supporting ourselves, then we tell the story. So the thing about it is, I mean, why is he so angry at Crump? He's angry because he is no longer the center of attention in the story. He is no longer the person that is getting the media attention. Not to mention, Crump has a very large platform, way bigger than his. and more impactful. Let's just be honest. Now, don't get me wrong, he has brought out a lot of amazing stories. The Lyric Woods and Devin Clark that came from him. Um, he, I believe, was one of the first people who put the information out about who the real assailant was, or the suspected assailant. And then this story, the Shanquilla Robinson. So it's not that he is not good at what he does. It's not that he does not have a story, but from time to time, he does lack some professionalism. And so, because of that, I mean, it is what it is. It causes a problem. But the fact of the matter is, it's very unprofessional of him to come online and act the way that he did. It just is. Like, I just don't understand why he did it, but he did. But that's one of the things that's recently happened in this story. And here is the other. I wanted to bring this to your attention as well. Let me pop this up here. Make sure you can see that. Let me make it a little bigger. The family of Shanquilla Robinson. Let me see if you make sure you can see that good. Okay. Yeah, the family of Shanquilla Robinson has hit the creator of a Tubi series with a cease and desist. And so let's go into the story. Lorna LaRosa, black girl grinding. I don't know if she's the one who actually is a part of Tubi that received the cease and desist, or if she's just the one writing about it. But I just wanted to acknowledge her there. But the story is basically that the family, through her attorney, which is Sue Ann Robinson, in partnership with attorney Ben Crump, issue the creator of the popular Tubi series Street Legal, Dennis L. Reed II, with the cease and desist. They say that Shanquilla's likeness, identity, and story was exploited for this show. Sorry. Trying to bring it up bigger so you can see it, but I'm also trying to ensure that I can read it. They say that during this episode, which was, I think, the first season, second episode, they used her name, image, likeness without authorization. They misrepresented facts and they used defamatory content. And so let's go into the second part of this. This is where most of the information is. Y'all, I'm trying to make it bigger. I do apologize if I make a mistake. Anyway, this is just a story about Shanquilla. We all know what happened. We all know where it was. But it says, yes, that the season 1, episode 2 was called Frenemies, and it aired September the 1st, 2023. And the young lady's name was Nicole. Now, Shanquilla, her middle name I don't think was Nicole, so I was a little confused as to why they're saying that her name was used. The character in this episode of Frenemies was called Nicole, but anyway, they said that her story bears a striking resemblance to the life and circumstances of Shanquilla. And they were very upset about that. They feel that the information misrepresented her and was unauthorized for use, and they did not give permission. Also, they said that because this information was used, that basically it caused additional distress to the family, and basically kind of reopened the wound, so to speak, which I thought was interesting that they said that. Also, they said that Nicole's uh, money in this particular story came from a PPP loan. And so, because of that, they feel they're trying to say that Shanquilla's money came from a PPP loan. So that's what they mean when they said that the uh, facts were misrepresented. Now, I've seen several episodes of SVU, and those episodes do bear some facts similar to events that have actually happened. For example, there was an episode where a guy was beating up on his girlfriend. He was a celebrity. She was just a girlfriend, but the facts were supposed to loosely be related to Chris Brown and Rihanna. Now, obviously, the information was very different. The names were not the same, and therefore the story wasn't the same. And also, at the beginning of most of these crime shows, it would say that the facts are not actual facts represented by a person's story. Basically, that is fictional. But for whatever reason, they felt that the information represented her, and they were upset about that. Um, and this is what they're asking. They're asking that not only do they remove the episode, they're asking for an apology for the fact that the information was similar, and they're asking for compensation. Compensation, guys. They are asking to be paid. Now, another thing that Mr. Gerald Jackson, let's jump back over there for a minute. Another thing that he said was that he feels that because the family is now represented by Mr. Crump, I guess that um, you know, again, uh, money is involved. So I don't know if he's alluding to the fact that the family wants money, or is he just alluding to this with Mr. Crump? Now, let's be honest. Mr. Crump has done a lot. He's gotten them on the steps of the White House. He's gotten them actually the story to the White House, and even got a response from the press secretary. Not only that, he went to Cabo, and he spoke with the authorities down there and is diligently working on getting whomever the person that was charged extricated down there. I mean, he's doing his job. That's what he basically was hired for, and that's what he's doing. Now, is there money involved here? I don't know how all of that works, and I'm not going to begin to say that I do. As far as people like this guy, he is a I mean, he's a fighter. That's all I can say. Anytime there's an issue with African Americans, he's there. I don't ever hear about families paying him. So, I mean, he's paid somehow, obviously. And I mean, it works for what he's doing. And so I don't know why Mr. Jackson is upset. I guess, again, like I said before, he's upset because he's not the person at the center of the story or at the center of attention here, or maybe his paper is not. Not only that, the fact that the family had to kind of step back from dealing with him because of all of the negative things he said about the Crump law firm. Whatever the case is, guys, it is really piss poor and unprofessional of him. He represents his paper. If he's here for the fight, he's here for the fight. He's no longer in the fight, so move to the next fight. So I don't really know why he chose to do what he did, why he chose to put himself out there the way that he did, but he really is acting like a spoiled little boy. I mean, pretty much. And I mean, let's be honest, Crump is doing his job. He is working for this family, and he is getting results. Though they may be slow, they are still steady. And we all know that the wheels of justice never moves fast. So, guys, you know what I want. I want to know what you think. Let's meet in the comments, get the conversation popping. I need to know what you think about this story. What do you think about North Carolina Beat, Mr. Jackson, about the fact that he became public, being negative to the family, and also what do you feel about the story? Hopefully, you guys, if you have not already seen the story about what he did and what he said, definitely get the information from the comments. Go over, check it out, and tell me what you think. I will definitely be waiting on you in my comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to like this video. If you have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it. What you waiting for? And I'll see you in the next one.